Now we are going to see the layouts. Basically, why do we use layout? Layout is used to take printouts. It will help in plotting. Okay, it will help in creating the PDFs. Okay, so let us see that. Okay, so let's continue. But before that, I am going to draw something which will be useful. Okay, which will be, I will be taking the printouts. So for that, I need different layers. I need different layers. If you remember, already I had created some layers. Go to LA enter, and from here go to layer states manager. Go to layer states manager. Now you can go to import. Once you go to import, if you remember, once I created this deep unacademy c.las file. Go to deep unacademy. This was already I created while I was teaching you layer command. Layer, and press open. See, restore could not restore all line types. See, why we are not able to restore all line types? Because in that particular layers, I added different type of line types. But in this case, as it is a completely new drawing, because it's a completely new drawing, so here only continuous line type has been loaded. You have to load different type of lines which are there in that particular layer. Else not an issue. As of now, you can press OK. Just press OK. Okay. Now restore states. Yes, restore states. So all the, see, all the layers will come, but you can see the line type. See, it is a center line blue, but here you can see it is a continuous. Now, why is it showing continuous? It is because the lines in this particular drawing I haven't loaded. I have to load it. So go to continuous, go to load, and it's a center line, right? So go to center. Okay. So that particular line has been loaded like that. See, center line green. So go to continuous, load. Oh, already center is there. Okay. Now center line red. So go to this center. Okay. Continue. Now we have dash. Load. This is the ISO dash. Okay. Dash red. Now go to dotted green. Okay. So go to load and ISO dot. Okay. Now dotted red again. So go to continuous, dotted red. Okay. So like this, now I have loaded all type of lines. If I had loaded this all type of lines previously only, okay, then that dialog restore all type of line type wouldn't have shown. So that's why not an issue. As of now, see, some of the layers are off. So turn it on, so that when we will draw, it must show. Now see, this continue blue layer is locked. So unlock it. Now it's perfectly fine. And I also told you that I will explain this new VP freeze, all those things in the layout. Okay, because in the layout also, when I will go to layout, in that also we will see some new options in the layers. Okay, now the layers are created. Close it now. Now let us go. Go to circle, create a circle here. Now change the layer. Let me change it to continue blue. Now create one more circle here. You can activate the line weight from here. Now go to array. AR enter. Select this object. Enter. Go to polar array. Select this and done. Okay. Yes. Go to annotate. Go to annotate. Go to center mark and select this. So you can change the layer actually. See, you can select it and you can change the layer. 1 second. Yes, you can change the layer. Center line red like this. Okay, exactly. So this is done. You can create a rectangle outside it. Let me change the color. Continue pink. Okay, now I will create this time polygon. Go to polygon, number of side. Let us take 5. Center of polygon. This is the center of polygon inscribed in circle. Put the ortho on. Okay, now I'll draw a circle with continue blue layer. Now go to copy command, select this, enter. Go to copy command, base point, put the ortho off. Go to copy command, go to multiple, select this. So this is also done. Go to continue red, go to rectangle and make it. So this is also done. Okay, now let us create one more, then we will close it. Okay, go to annotate, go to center mark, go to center mark, select this. Oh, I will change the layer. Rather, the layer must be centerline green. Okay, so delete this. Go to center mark, select center mark and select this circle, this circle, this circle, this circle, and this circle, like this. Okay, now create one more object using continue green. Okay, let it be circle only. Okay, create a rectangle using continue blue, or maybe we can take continue pink. Create a rectangle at this quadrant. See, we can do one thing. Move the rectangle from here to quadrant. Exactly. Now go to array. AR enter. Select this object, enter. Polar array. This is the center point. Now this is it. You can do whatever you want. Okay, exactly. Now I will create one more circle which will be of, let us take again continue green or continue blue. I will take rather continue blue. Okay, and with the help of continue green layer, from here only I am activating any particular layer. Suppose if I go to continue green, then that layer will be activated. Now create a rectangle here. Create a rectangle here. Now move this rectangle, M enter, select this. The base point will be the geometric center and put it on the quadrant. Now go to array, AR enter. Select this, enter. Go to polar array. Center point of array is this one. Okay, this time I will take 7. Yes, and deactivate the rotate items and close array. So like this, it will be done. Now go to continue red and create a rectangle here like this, and go to continue, which color should I take? Continue pink, and create one more rectangle here like this. So this one is created. Now I will go to layouts for taking the printouts. In this we have everything. Go to layers. You can see we have set some transparency. We have set some object thickness like that. Let me increase some of the thickness. Let me take 0.8 for this continue pink, and for green also let us take 0.7. Okay, like this. So see, it will look like this. Okay, now let's take the layout. Now, how to move into the layouts? Can you see here? Beside the model, we have layout 1, layout 2, like that. If you do plus, one more new layout will be added. Exactly. So, let's start layout. Beside that model, we have layout 1, layout 2, and you can add new layout from here. So let's switch to layout. Once you move on to the layout, you will see this particular screen. Okay. As of now, I am deleting this. Just delete this. Before doing anything, just right click onto that layout one and go to page setup manager. Go to page setup manager. Once you go to page setup manager, you will see that you will have three things: new, modify, import. You can import any page setup which you have saved already. Okay, as of now I am going to new. So new setup, let me name it Deep Unacademy, like this. Okay, now see, this page setup will be open. You might have seen this particular page somewhere while I was teaching you plot. In that I had shown you this. Now from here, see, the page setup name is Deep Unacademy. In the name, you can go to DWG to PDF because I want PDF. Okay, let the size be A4. That's fine. Okay, now it should be layout. Okay, now what to plot? Put it layout here. Okay, now here actually it should be 297 cross 210. Okay, here set it as of now monochrome. Okay, monochrome. Display plot style must be switched on. Okay, here plot object line weights. I have given some line weights to the line that will be shown. Okay, so as of now, just press OK. Okay, later you can modify it as well. So we will modify as per our need. Okay, so here, can you see this? The layout option is there. You can go to that layout. So before importing any viewports, actually I have to add some viewports here. But before that, I have to add title blocks. Okay, I have to add title blocks. But before that, if you see that, if I go to model again, can you see that some part of drawing is going outside this? That's not an issue. That's completely not an issue. That's why we are using viewport. You can see that what is the size of this particular grid. You can go to limits and you can check it. See, it's 420, 297 means A3 size. And if I go to layout 1, the page setup which I have done, it is of A4 size. So we have to do something. So once you come to layout, first create a title block. First create a title block. So go to model. I am going to create a title block. I am going to follow some steps. I am going to follow some steps. You must follow that. I am just creating the title block here itself. And I am creating a very simple, very simplest title block. Okay. Because see, the title block is different for different industries, for different companies. So I'm just creating a basic title block. Okay, so first create a rectangle. See, I don't want this type, so set the layer to 0. Okay, now create a rectangle. Create a rectangle of at the rate 297 comma 210 A4 size. Okay, create a line here, put the ortho on. Okay, like this. You can add something, whatever you want to add. Do offset distance. Let's set it as 5. Select this and like that. Okay, so this is a simple title block. Here you can write your name, project name, whatever be the thing. Here you can write some notes regarding your drawing. Okay, but as of now I'm not doing anything, just a simple title block. Once you have created it, you have to follow some steps. You have to create W block. So go to not W block, create a block. Okay, BLOCK block. The shortcut key is B. I will explain about the block in the next chapter, the upcoming chapter. That's not an issue. So B, enter. Just follow the step. Okay, right here title block. Title block. Okay, now name it title block. Base point. Go to pick point. Let me select this as my base point. This one is my base point. Okay, once you have selected the base point, see, it is showing the coordinates of the base point. Objects which you want to create block. So select object, selected, and press. After selecting, press enter. Press enter. Convert to block must be activated. Open in block editor. As of now, it must be unchecked. Okay, now after this, all of the things will remain unchecked and press OK. Once you have created block, go to layout. Go to layout and insert. You have to press insert command. For insert, press I, enter. See, once you do I enter, you will see this dialog box. From here, you can see the title block. Can you see that? Yes, the title block is there. You can also browse it from here. So see, as of now inside this drawing, I have created the title block because in the model, I had created this title block. So in the layout, once you press insert, you will see this title block here. So left click onto it and you can bring it here. Exactly. Now you can observe one thing. You can observe one thing. We have a margin here. Can you see the margin? Yes, I can see the margin. Yes, this one. This is the margin. So that margin refers to that you cannot go. You cannot go outside. You cannot go outside that particular margin. Understood? Yes, you cannot go outside that particular margin. Means all the things that will be not printed which is outside that particular margin. So obviously you have to fit your title block as per that margin. So close it. This one, that is done. Go to explode command, explode, X enter, and select this particular title block and press enter. So once you have done that, you can set as per your need. Okay, yes, select this and you can change the dimension as per your need, but it should be inside that margin. Yes, absolutely. So like this you can do that, or also you can scale it as well. See, do undo. Let us do one thing. See, create a line here, create a line here which is almost equal to this margin. Create a line which is almost equal to that line. Go to scale, SC, enter. Go to scale, SC, enter. Select this object which you want to scale. Select this, like that. Enter. Okay. Let's say this is the base point. Go to reference. Go to reference. This is the reference length. 1 second. First, move your title block to here. Okay. Now go to scale, SC, enter. Okay, and select this, enter. After that, select the base point. This is the base point. Now go to reference. The reference length is this one, this to this. Okay, and put it here. Now you can see that this is done. This I had already explained. You might have remembered. Yes. Now see, this title block is way inside the margin. Okay. Yes. So you can stretch a bit, or you can move little bit, like that. Yes. So now this is done. Now what I am going to do, now I am going to create viewports. For that, you must go to layout option. Go to layout option. We have option called rectangular. So go to rectangular and create a rectangle here. First corner and then second corner. Now once you have created this, you can see all the things will show up here, which is in the model space. Go to model space. In the model space, this 4 drawings and this title block is there. So in the layout also, it will show. Double click onto this. Double click onto this and zoom it. I want this particular thing. Okay. I want this particular thing. Yes, exactly. I want this. Now double click, double left click outside this viewport. Actually, this is the viewport. Once you double click outside the viewport, you will see this will be like that. Now select this. Okay. Select this particular viewport. You will see this drag handles will come. You can little bit stretch it. See, you can little bit stretch it. Again, double click like that. So you will see the viewport has been created here. Let us create some more viewports. Go to layout, go to layout, go to rectangle again, rectangle, and again create a rectangle here. Again, create a one more rectangle. Rectangle is created. Now you will see this thing. Double click onto this viewport, double click onto this viewport, and now zoom it. Zoom it. I want this one. Zoom it. Once I zoom it, you will see this. Now again, double left click outside the viewport. Now select this particular viewport. Once you select this particular viewport, you will see this particular drag handles. You can adjust those. You can adjust. Yes. I hope you are getting my point. Even you can move it from here as well. Like this. See, one more viewport is created. Again, go to rectangle here, rectangular. Create one more viewport. Like this. Double click onto this and double left click outside the viewport. So it will be like this. Yes. Now, one more rectangular viewport. Again, double click onto this viewport and zoom it. And again, double click, double left click outside the viewport. So see, all the viewports are there now. Okay. Now, after doing this, go to model space, go to model space, go to annotate, or you can directly go to dim command, dim command. It will be there in the further lesson. Go to dim command, dim, enter. Dimension. Suppose if I select this point and this point, what is the distance it is showing? 108 point. Actually, that's not a comma. That's a decimal only. Okay. I have to change it. Okay. Let me change it now itself. If I now go to dim, okay, select this and this. See, it is showing it as 108.87. Okay, go to dim command again, dim, enter, select this endpoint and this particular endpoint. Okay, and you will see the dimension. Now how to place it? You can directly place it here. Okay, so it is 98.61. Okay, now go to layout. Now if you press dim command again here, dim command, select this point and this point. It will show 108.87, which was showing in the model space. But if I put the O snap on, O snap off, that is F3, F3, F3 is off now, O snap is off now. Now see what will happen. Go to dim command, enter, select this endpoint and somewhere here, You can see it is 74.2. So the actual length here, it is 74.22. But the drawing length, if I am switching on the O snap, the length is 108 something. So actually some scaling has been done, because in the model space, this drawing has been made in the A3 size paper, but that particular drawing has been shown in the layout and it is quite smaller. Okay, if you put the O snap on, that is F3. To put O snap on off, you have to select F3, you have to press F3. So as of now, the O snap is on. If the O snap is on, and if you pick this particular endpoint and this endpoint, you will see it is 108.87. Okay, yes. But if you put the O snap off, now it will not detect this endpoints. So go to DIM, enter. And if you now click somewhere here and somewhere here, near to this, you will see that the length which is being shown here, means if you measure directly, it is 73.6. But actual length, it must be, which is in the model space, it is 108.87. So this might happen, while you will be doing some what can I say, dim here. So that's why I have shown you. If you put the O snap on, if you see, this is the O snap on, right? Yes. So if you put the O snap on and if you measure it, it will show the actual dimension which has been drawn in the model space. But if you put the O snap off and if you measure it without snapping, it will show little bit smaller. So that's the scale actually. If you divide those values, like 72 something came and 108, if you divide it, 72 divided by 108, some approximate value will come. So see, go to field. Now from here, select object, field category, select objects, field names, object. Okay. Now from here, what is the object type? Select object. From here, object, select object. I want to select this object, this viewport, this particular viewport. So I selected this. Once you selected this, these options will come. From here, go to custom scale, and here you will see use scale name. Okay. Can you see this number? 0.67, 0.67. Let me show you what is that 0.67. See, go to dimension. As of now, the O snap F3 is on. Select this endpoint and this particular endpoint. Okay, 108.87. Now go to dim command again, and as of now put the O snap off. Almost select this point. 1 second. O snap is off. So let me measure from here to here, almost near to that. Okay, so it is 73.36, almost near to that. So 73 divided by, or you can say 73 divided by 109. It is how much? Let me calculate it. See, 73 divided by 109. Almost 0.67 it is coming. So that's the scaling which is showing here. That's the scale which is showing here. Okay. Yes. Means the length which has been shown here, it is this much. But actual length of this particular line must be 108. So that's the beauty. So just delete it from here. So that's the scale which I want to show up here. You can change the type of text of this scale. So double click onto that, double click onto that. Once you double click it, select all, select this particular this, and you can change the type. You can change the color, black color. You can change the font, whatever you want. Okay, and it can be bold, italic, whatever you want. Like that, you can change the size. Suppose you want 5, so it will be bigger. Suppose you want bit smaller, so 2.5, like that. Okay, yes. So this text thing I will explain later, but as of now, some important part which I have explained. I hope this is done. So close text editor. Now I want to scale this particular thing. Let us move this first. Select this and move it a bit above so that I can place the scale here. Little bit smaller. Yes, like that. Now, one very important thing I'll show here. One second. See, if you double click onto this, if I double click onto this, now you will see I can zoom it and zoom out. I can zoom in and zoom out. So see, now obviously the viewport has been changed. The size, the actual size is not changed, but the viewport size, the show up size is changed. Now double click outside the viewport. Okay, now press C here. As of now, the scale is 0.67, but now the scale must be changed because the size in the viewport you have changed, right? So go to RE, that is regen command, enter. Once you do regen command, you will see the scale will show up 0.419 because it is now a bit more smaller in the viewport. Now double click onto this and zoom in. Okay, this is the zoom in. Again double click outside the viewport. Now suppose you want to change this, go to regen, RE, enter. It will change automatically the scale. Suppose this is the scale you want. You don't want to change this scale. You don't want to change this scale. So we have option here. Select this viewport. See, the viewport is selected. See, if you double click inside the viewport, so that viewport will be activated and you can zoom in, zoom out, whatever you want to do, you can do. If you double click outside, that viewport will be deactivated. Now this viewport, if you left click onto this viewport only once, only one type click, single click, means only this viewport is selected. So activation of viewport and selection of viewport, there are two things. As of now, if I click on this line, click on this boundary, means single click on this boundary, that means that particular viewport is selected. If I double click onto this viewport, that means that particular viewport is activated. Again double click outside the viewport, that particular viewport is deactivated. Now I don't want to change this scale. This scale is perfect for me. So just select this boundary of this particular viewport, means that viewport is selected, and from here we have a option called lock. Selected viewports are not locked. So if you select this, if you left click onto this, that particular viewport will be locked. That particular viewport will be locked. If you double click, see, nothing will happen. Suppose if I double click onto this viewport, nothing will happen because that particular viewport is deactivated. Logged. Okay, so come to model space and again come to layout. I hope this is clear. See, this particular viewport is disturbed. Double click onto this and drag it and zoom it. Again double click outside the viewport. Now I want scale here as well. Go to field, enter, objects, select object. Suppose I want to select this object, then go to custom scale and use scale name. Okay, now place it here. Now double click onto this, select all. Once you select all, you can change to Arial black as per your name. You can change the color as well from here and close text editor. Okay, so this is how you have to add all the scale. So select this little bit, it must be smaller. Okay, and move it like this. Once you press escape, it will be deselect again. Now go to field, enter object. Now the object type, select object. So select this object, go to custom scale, use scale name. Okay, so double click, you can change it Arial black, close text editor. Okay, you can move it here as well. Now let me, it should be little bit smaller. Move it. Now go to field, FIELD field, object type. This is the object type, custom scale, use scale name. Okay, select all this text, select all this text and Arial black, close text editor. Now you might be wondering that each and every time I have to change the, do I have to change the scale text? No, in the initial only you can do this setting. Okay, from the text editor. Okay, yes. Now after doing the, okay, text editor and all those things, I will explain in the next lesson. Okay, after doing this, okay, after all of these things, now it has become very easy to plot. Okay, so you can do plot, control P. You can see page setup. In the page setup, you can go to Deep Unacademy, because that particular page setup I had already created, I had already done, right? Yes. Now monochrome is selected, means it will show in the black and white. Go to preview, so it will show like this. Can you see one thing? The above part is not showing. So close it. We can do one thing. Actually, there might be some mistake in the page setup. Just a second. Let me go to page setup manager. From here, right click, page setup manager, Deepan Academy, modify. This is perfect. Layout, everything is perfect. If you go to preview, see the above part is getting vanished. It is ISO A4 297 cross. Okay, that is perfectly fine. Okay, so here it must show up here, but some problem is happening. Let me move it a bit. Select this, enter. Let me move it little bit below. Okay, now go to plot, PLOT plot, enter. From here, select Deepan Academy preview. See, it is showing like this. 1 second. Some problem is happening. That see the margin which is inside. I have done the page setup, page setup manager. Let's do one thing. See, go to plot. Go to plot. Now, let me select. Let me recreate here the plot. Okay, layout. Uh, Layout is done. From here, let us do monochrome. Okay, it should be like this, and page should be like this, 297 cross 210. Preview. See, once I'm doing preview, actually it is not at the, exactly at the center. That's why it might be happening. Let us do one thing. Select this particular thing. Okay, move it little bit to the, let me put ortho off, little bit to the center. Yes. Now go to plot, enter, and go to PDF, DWG to PDF. It should be 297 cross this. Okay. From here, go to monochrome or AACAD and preview. Now some problem is happening. So let's do one thing. See, plot offset. Can you see this plot offset? Actually, we can change our plot offset. So let's do one thing. Let us, if you go to preview, you can see this part is going a bit up. Means the title block which I have drawn, it is going little bit up. It must be little bit down. So we can do one thing. Means I want to change the, means I want to shift this particular title block little bit to the right, little bit to the right, and little bit to the down. So let's do one thing. Little bit to the right. So let us move it by 40 mm to the right, means plus 40, and little bit to the down, that means minus 15. Now let us do the preview. See, oh, it has moved way ahead. So it should be little bit smaller. Let it set to 20 and minus 5. Now let us see the preview. See, it is showing like this. Still, let us do it as 15 and it should be minus 4. So preview it. Now you will see like this. Okay. If it is not happening, we can do one thing. We can see, I have moved a bit this one. So plot, from here, you can now select Deepan Academy. Okay, layout, preview. So once you do preview, it will do like this. So you can change this x-axis. So it will be suppose 15 and it is minus 3. Okay, go to preview. So it will come like this. So I want little bit down, some more down. So minus 4.5 I'll be, it will be more fine. Preview. So this is how you can change. Suppose if you want some more down, so you can do it like 5.5 minus 5.5 and preview. Now it is coming a bit perfectly. So I hope this is clear. Okay, now if you do okay, suppose if I do okay, save to desktop. Now you will see that PDF is plotted. Okay, so it was in black and white in color. Okay. So see, let me do one thing. Go to DI and put the O snap on. If you select this point and this point, you will see that it is 250. It is 250. Okay, so go to plot and this one, how much it was? 15, and it was minus 5.5, and go to layout. See, it will be like this. So from here you can see it is showing like this. See what it is showing. Paper size is 297 cross 210 and printable area is 287 cross 176. Okay, this 287 is the width and the height will be 176. That's why it is coming like this. Okay, so what mistake we have done? Actually, if you see, this part is getting cut, this part is getting cut. Okay, so here it is showing that, see, paper size is 297 cross 210 and printable area is this. So we have to make our title block as per this 287 cross 176. So that mistake we have done, because paper size will be A4, that is 297 cross 210. But printable area, you have to make sure that 287 cross 176. So if I calculate the height, DI, select this and this, you will see it is 179. 179, right? So we shall do one thing. Okay, from the next time we can do one thing. Whenever I will create this title block, I will create, suppose if it is in A4 size, okay, go to plot. Okay, go to plot, or let us go to page setup manager. There also it will show. Go to page setup manager, Deepan Academy, modify. Okay, see here, printable area is 287 cross 176. So make sure of it. Suppose if I change it to A3 to 420 cross 297, then see what is the printable area here. 410 cross 277. So you must take care of it. Okay, the printable area will be 410 cross 277. So you have to make your title block as per printable area of A3. If you go to A4, suppose A2, the size is 594 cross 420. Now you will see here the printable area is 584 cross 400. So the title block size must be as per printable area. Okay, not as per paper size. It must be as per printable area. So then you will be able to see. So that's the printable area. And this margin is nothing but your A4 size. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, after this, suppose I want to change the size of this title block. Then what I will do, because this is a A4, and what is the printable area of A4? You can check it from plot as well. See the printable area for A4. See, it is, one second, go to PDF. So it will show. How it is showing? 287 cross 176. 287 and 176. So height must be 176. So you can draw a line. You can draw a line of 176. 176. Okay. Now change the size. Change the size. Scale it. Go to scale. Select this. Enter. This is the base point. Reference. So select this. And this endpoint, this is the reference length, and change it to like this. Okay, and you can move your viewports and delete that particular line Okay, and you can move your viewport, or you can little bit, it can be little bit smaller. Okay, and you can move your viewport as well. Put the ortho of, yes, like this. Now if you go to plot, now plot Deepan Academy preview. Now it will show up, definitely it will show up. You have to make some adjustments here. Okay, you have to make some adjustments here. Okay, like this. Suppose if I select window, you can do like this as well, like this and this preview. Then it will completely show up. Okay, so that's the important thing. That thing also you can do. If in the layout it is not showing completely, you can select window. Now select window. I want it from here to here, and you can go to preview. Okay, like this. Now if you select from center plot and do preview, so it will show at the center. Okay, exactly. So it totally depends upon you how you want to create it. Yes, now you can take the PDF out. This is the part 2 of it. See, suppose if you want the color one, you can do colorful as well. Okay, yes, suppose if you want to color one, plot it from here. First from here Deepan Academy, from here ACAD. Okay, and go to window and select the window from here to here and preview. Cross it. I forgot to do center the plot and preview. See, now suppose if I switch off the plot object line weights, switch off the, now preview. See, the line weight will not show up. See, the line weight of those lines will not show up. Okay, so this is how it will work. I hope this is very much clear to you. If you switch it on, then it will show the thickness as well. See, the line weights. Okay, but if you set to layout, then definitely your title block must be in that proper area. So that will become very difficult for you to adjust. That will become very difficult you to adjust. I tried to adjust with the layout only by changing the X and Y, because this is a plot offset origin, means origin to printable area. But as apart from that, if you do the window, that is more better. Go to window and select the window from here to here. Okay, and preview. Okay, so if you do the center plot, so it will be at the center. But again, remember one thing, it is showing only that part which is inside the margin. Remember that this margin plays a very important role. Whatever thing is showing here, because suppose if it is outside, let me bring it outside. Why it is not being stretched? Let me check. 1 second, huh? Yeah, see, this part is outside now. Okay, go to plot, Deepan Academy, window. Let me select from here. 1 second, go to window. Let me select from this point to this point. See whether it will show or not. Preview. See, the window I have selected outside that only, but the thing which is outside the margin will not show up. See the window, because see, this part is showing as red. That means that will not show up because that was outside the margin. Suppose, see, this is the margin. I am selecting from outside of the margin to this portion and go to preview. See, it will not show up which is outside the margin. So that's the thing about margin. And also the printable area is important when the layout you are working, means inside the plot area you are selecting layout. Okay, so first of all let me change this. Yes, now it is perfectly all right. Now you can go to plot, plot, and from here Deepan Academy, from here window, select this and this. See, the window which I am selecting, it is inside this margin area, the margin area which is the dotted one. So it will completely show up. Center the plot. Don't forget to set the center the plot. Preview. So it will show the center the plot. See, the line weight is on. That's why it is showing like this. So what I'll do, I'll check it to ACAD and plot object line weight is deactivated and press OK. Okay. So select 3. Now it will show up like this. Okay. These are the scale which is showing here. Okay. Yes. I hope this is clear. Now, there are some more things. There are some more things which I want to convey to you. Layers inside that layout. Now, let us see. Now, go to layer command. Once you open the layer command, you will see there are some more options here. Like say VP freeze. Now, what does that mean? VP freeze means. Come to continue pink. Where is continue pink? Here is the continue pink. Can you see here? Freeze is there. If you freeze it, you know what does that mean. It will freeze from the model space, as well, and from the layout as well. See, continue pink color is not shown. And also it will go from the memory as well. On off, you already know. On off means it will just turn on and turn off, but it will not go from the memory of AutoCAD. But if I freeze it, then it will go from the memory of AutoCAD in the model space and as well as from the layout. Because see, I have switch it off from the freeze. If you go to model, it will not show up here as well. See, the continue pink is not showing up here. The continue pink is not showing up here as well. You can see from here. Okay, go to layout. Once you go to layout, see, the options will increase here. Okay. Now, what is this VP freeze? VP freeze means viewport freeze. Viewport freeze. So go to viewport freeze. See, did you see any change? Did you observe any change? See, so there are two options. Just close it. Let me activate again layer, LA, enter. Now, see, continue pink. Suppose if I select this particular viewport, suppose this viewport is activated. Now go to continue pink. Now you can see the viewport which is activated in that pink color, continue pink is gone. Continue blue. See, continue blue color drawing will not be there if you switch it off and switch it on. But this VP freeze is for only viewport. In the model space, if you go to model space, that particular drawing will be available. See, this blue color is there. This continue pink color is there because this is not freezed. But if you go to layout, because I had activated that particular viewport, that's why it was not shown. Now again double click onto the outside. Now suppose, let us see some more options here. Very beautiful options. See, double click onto this viewport. Now this viewport is activated. Now continue blue. If you go to VP freeze, you will see this arrays which are made with continue blue layer, that will be freezed. Okay, yes. Now we have some more options here. Line weight, VP line type. See, line type is there. This is for model space and as well as viewport. Whatever change you will do from here, that will be reflected. That will be reflected in the model space as well and as well as in the layout. So make it to continuous only. And in all, see, change it from this to this. So see, you can see that in all of the space, in all of the drawing, the continuous line type has been changed to dotted line type. See, dotted line type. Dotted line type means if you do change anything in this line type, it will reflect in all of the drawings. In all of the drawings. Okay, obviously. But if you make change in the VP line type, go to VP line type and make change here. So see, the change which has been reflected only in this particular activated viewport, because this viewport is activated and rest of the viewport is not activated. This one, this one, this one. Only this viewport is activated. That's why if I change it to dotted line, it will reflect here only. Okay? Yes. So, will there be change in the model space? Let us go to the model space. See, in the model space, this is in continuous color only. Because in the layout, I have changed the line type. I have changed the line type in the VP line type only. Now we have two more things. Line weight and VP line weight. Line weight. Okay, you can change it from here as well. Suppose if I do it 0.9, so the viewport which is activated, only it will reflect there. So this one was activated, so it is reflecting here only. You can change the VP line type, go to it and go to continuous like this. Now you can see this particular layer. If you see this particular layer, that is continue blue, only this viewport is activated and VP line weight is 0.9 for this particular viewport. That's why I see the line weight has increased. Compare the difference between this blue and this blue line. So that's the VP viewport. Means if you want to change to any particular viewport, then that will be changed. Now again double click outside. So that viewport will be deactivated. Suppose I want to activate this particular viewport. So double click onto this. This will be activated. This will be activated. Now you can change whatever you want to change. Suppose go to continue green. Continue green. And suppose I want to change the transparency in the viewport only. Transparency in the viewport. Suppose it should be 50. Okay. So see the transparency. See, I have changed the viewport transparency. Means only in this particular viewport only the transparency will be changed. See, this green color has been some, means I have increased the transparency of this particular continue green color layer. Okay. Now again double click outside. Now only one option is remaining. This transparency you already know. If you change the transparency from here, it will reflect in the model space as well and in the viewport as well. Means in everywhere this transparency will be reflected. Suppose if I do in the continue pink, go to continue pink. Here it is. Continue pink. The transparencies, suppose 60. Okay. Now you can see at everywhere it will reflect, here as well, here as well, here as well, everywhere it is getting reflected because I have changed it to transparency. Okay, and also see VP transparency also 60, because automatically if you change this transparency, this main transparency, this VP transparency will also get reflected. Make it to 0. Okay, now what is this new VP freeze? This is new VP freeze, this option. Let me explain. For that, I need to delete one of the viewport. Select this and delete this. Okay. Now, let us bring a new viewport. Go to layout and rectangular. Okay. Now, suppose if I activate this new viewport freeze, if I activate this pink color. Okay. This pink color I have activated. Continue pink, in which new VP freeze is being activated. Now, let's bring a new viewport. Double click onto this. See, do you see any pink color, continue pink color layer? No. Why? Because in the continue pink, new viewport freeze is activated. What does the meaning of that? Means if any viewport which is new, which is created in that particular layer drawing, that is continue pink layer drawing, will not show up here. See here. It is not showing the pink color boundary here, because but in the other viewports, that pink color, that is continue pink layer, is showing up. Okay, is showing up because I have activated this freeze, that is new VP freeze from here. If new VP freeze is on, if new VP freeze is on from here, means whatever new viewport you are going to create in that particular layer will not show up. So double click onto this. So it will be like this. Okay. Now suppose if I deactivate this and suppose continue blue is activated from this new viewport freeze. Now go to rectangular and create one more viewport here, right here. Double click onto this and see the blue color. You can see that. See here in this particular diagram, blue color layer, that is continue blue layer, is there. But here it is not there because this is the new and this is the old. If this is the new, that's why it is not showing up here. The layer with continue blue. So that's the thing. I hope this is completely clear. Layer is completely done. And from here, the layout is also done. Now in the layer, can you see this plot, this option plot? So from here, let me deactivate this continue green and continue pink. Now this will not be plotted. This two layer will not be plotted. Go to plot. Go to plot. Deepan Academy. Go to window. Select this window from here to here. Center the plot and preview. See, I think I need to change this to ACAD. Now preview. Now you can see green and pink layer is not showing up because from the layer, the plot of that is deactivated. Means in the plot, it will not show up. I hope this is clear. Okay, now go to layer again, but I want to plot this. So that's why again click on both the green and pink of the plot. Just make it on and close it. Now go to plot again, or you can press Ctrl P. Go to Deepan Academy, Deepan Academy, and go to window. This is the window of mine. Okay, now we have different options. I will explain this grayscale. Go to grayscale and preview. See, all the things will be shown in the grayscale thing. Okay, don't forget to center the plot. Okay, now monochrome, you already know, it will show up in black and white color. Okay, now you can go to screening 100%. So it will come like this. Yes. Now again go to screening 25%. So it will show up like this, 25%. Okay, now go to screening 50%, preview. So it will increase the transparency once you increase the percentage. Okay, if you go to screening 75%, then the preview will be more, means it will increase some more. What can I say? Like, means the transparency is affecting as we increasing the screening percentage. I hope this is also clear. You can change the quality from here as well. Okay, and after doing this, window, this will be the window. Mostly we'll take in monochrome. If you want to color ACAD, okay, center the plot must be activated, and you can press OK. Let me name it color. Okay, so the printout will be done, and you can take the printout. Exactly. So I hope this is done. You can see here, once you open this particular PDF, here it is showing like this. What is the problem? See, the problem is I think I changed something here. Something is missing here. Okay, go to layer, double click onto this, go to layer, and for that, this VP port is not, yeah, this one was activated. One second, go to model, again layout one. Double click onto this. Okay, go to layer, continue pink. Now it will show up. Yes. And press, again double click outside and press region, RE, enter. If it is doing like this, you can do one thing. You can create that field again, FIELT, field, object, select this object, custom scale, use scale name. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, you can change the font, select all, Arial black, close text editor. Now it will show up. Go to plot, from here Deepan Academy, window, this should be the window. Okay, suppose if I create window like this, see what will happen. Center the plot, preview. It will show up only that part which is inside the margin. But see here, this is not showing up because I selected the window wrongly outside the margin. That's why it is always preferable. Go to window again and select this and this end like this. Deepan Academy, array Deepan Academy, it should be selected first. Okay, then go to window from here to here. Okay, center the plot and preview. Now it is perfectly all right. Now you can take a plot of it, or we can deactivate this line weight and okay. We can name it as 5. Now it will show up. I hope this is clear. So this is the use of viewports. Okay, and layout. So the layout is very important while taking printouts. And see, this viewport was outside, that's why it is not showing up. I hope this is clear. Come to model space again. And remember one thing, whenever you are creating the title block, it must be inside that margin, and make sure, even if you are not able to create the title block as per the margin, take care of one thing. Just take care of one thing, that printable area in the plot. That printable area in the plot. See, the printable area will show up here. Okay. If you don't want to take care of it, then also not an issue. Then also not an issue. You can go to window and you can select your window from here. That will be more better. Okay. So this is how you can work. I hope this is clear.